it's not that the culture has been hijacked, right, by the women, but that the women have been hijacked by the powers that be.
Oh, so the women have been hijacked by the culture.
Right, right, right. They use the culture to hijack the women.
You're now listening to the thoughts and sounds of I See the God King. This is the I See Experience.
And so I was telling you the last national men event that I could recall was the Million Man March. And that was like in the 90s. I don't even...
100 black males.
So I feel like that's like I don't want to say a secret society, but it's like a members only kind of thing. Like you had to be a member of that. It's not
and
like
see, I think that's where the men communities exist more at, right? Because if you run a campaign to women, like a marketing promotion campaign to women for an event, and then you do an event that's targeted to men, right? I think every time the women's event is going to be a lot bigger.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
And just because of the women, you probably gonna have all of the men for the men's events at that women's event because their spouse, their girlfriend told them they went with their girlfriend.
Right. But see, here's the caveat to that. How many times have you heard women say when they go out, especially here in Atlanta, they be like, all the men are gay. All the men are gay.
Or, they don't care about that.
Or no, but I see a lot of stuff online where they complaining.
They complain about it, but they don't. Sometimes women just say stuff that really has some meaning to it.
Yeah.
Right. And then sometimes it's just like an expression. Right. Because like you said, it's like, okay, yeah, you're going to these events, but then you put together an event that's for men, right? And they won't go to it, right? Or they say, oh, it was too many men there. And it's like, hold on, is this the same person that was just saying that it's only gay men? Everywhere you go is gay. Now I put an event with straight men for you, and you,
yeah, it's almost like the makeup. You can never really be like, I found one.
Right.
That's gonna be
this is the mentality that you're dealing with.
So that is, but the reason I brought it up is because when women put those blanket statements, if it's factual, having a mirror or not, somebody else who not from that area is gonna be like, see, that's why I don't go to Atlanta. See, there's plenty of women on here talking about these men are gay and things like that nature. And but it makes sense when you look at the events. Essence, Beyonce,
right? These
the Dukes
are women,
on the boot.
These are events for women,
right? So when you say blanket statements, like you're not saying it within the right context of like, because we're at these events,
right?
So you would
right? Exactly. It's like going to a LBTG event and then complaining about there's no straight men.
Right, exactly.
I'm like, what do you expect?
And that's another thing. Like we kind of talked about social media in an episode or two ago, and that's what I was saying. Like I feel like I use the word hijack because women are influencing other women on social media, and some of these women shouldn't even be talking. Some of these people don't have good intentions, good moral compass. They're in their moment right then and right there, but they're swaying.
Like who?
Like Cardi B. Like Cardi B been kind of going through the situation with her husband, and now we're witnessing like their relationship kind of crumble. And in her, I guess, trying to get her lip back, she's messing with a known cheater, Stephon Diggs, right?
He's a known cheater?
Yeah.
He cheated on his last girlfriend?
there was a clip that I saw online where whatever team he played for, they asked, who on the team would you not want your daughter to date? And majority of the people named him. So if other men are saying that,
right,
then
right.
I don't know this guy.
Right.
I just keep my ear on the internet streets, and I heard
away from your girl.
Right. Yeah. So, but
We don't want no autograph, homeboy. We good.
Right. But in that, she done made a whole song, and women, you will use that song as we kind of talked on the phone. Now you casting spells. Bitch, we outside tonight. All the songs it's like it's 95 degrees and I'm single. I don't need that.
Ain't got me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So what is happening is they're chanting, casting these spells, and putting this energy on people.
Right.
And that's why I'm saying it's a hijack.
Go out right now.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Because like when I was coming up, what was on TV was special. Like Claire Huxtable was that ideal woman. You know what I'm saying?
I've been looking for her ever since.
Claire Huxtable in that era.
The closest I got was my baby mama so far.
Bibs. Those are the people that was on TV. Like real women. And really right now what we got is a bunch of adults that are old enough to have children, but their maturity and value level, we done fell from grace from having Claire Huxtable to Sexy Red, Cardi B's,
Yeah, see, I think it's really it's not that the culture has been hijacked, right, by the women, but that the women have been hijacked by the powers that be.
Oh, so the women have been hijacked by the culture.
Right. They use the culture to hijack the women. You know what I'm saying?
And they're doing a good job.
Yeah. That's what they're doing. They're attacking the minds of the women.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why I don't know. It could just be my circle or my bubble that I'm in.
Yeah.
But it looks like a lot of people having relationship issues.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think the economy also obviously plays a role in that, and just times changing, social media and stuff like that. But yeah, that stuff is being used to divide the
right.
Yeah.
And it also sets the expectations of like what they deem is acceptable, because like I said, go back to the blind leading the blind. Like they all complaining about the same thing, not being kind of grateful for, at least that's what it feels like when I look online. It's when I see people who have a family and that you could just tell like their family first, and like the wife is posting like a wife, not like a young
like a
person.
whore.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Right. Or on one foot in the hard tub,
Right.
It's heavily skewed on one side.
Right.
And you got to shift through all this stuff to be like, man, what is going on?
Right, because it's even the skew is spilling over into the strong units.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And causing divide and shaking things up.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, it's crazy right now. And that's why I was telling my girl, like, you're gonna have trouble out here by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be difficult for you. Because you have no protection, because you have no guidance, because you have no leadership.
Right.
So everybody knows women are very emotional, and a lot of their decisions are based in that.
Right.
So yeah, a woman needs a man to help her, kind of make sense of some of her feelings and thoughts like that. And of course, as men, we also need women for different things. But yeah.
Because what I'll definitely say to that is like you won't see a group of men online saying they don't need women. Right. They might say they don't need that particular girl or woman, but they'll never say I don't need a woman. Like,
right. They might say, I don't need a woman living in my home. I don't need to be in a committed relationship with a woman, you know? But yeah, I haven't heard any, I've heard people saying it in that context, but not just like, oh, I don't need no
not
woman.
a blank check. Like,
Right,
I don't need
right.
no man. I don't need you. Then I can do bad on my own.
Right, right.
Nah, yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
And back to the escalator thing.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't help but notice a lot of the people on that human mudslide, as you called it.
Mm-hmm.
They looked like they was overweight. And that's going to be a segue into what we're going to talk about too, because we're also going to talk about men healing. And a part of healing is also being physically fit as much as possible, taking ownership of your health and not letting the culture dictate, oh, this is normal, you know. And it's hard because a lot of the food that is available to us is not good. You know, you got things like food deserts and, you know, and a lot of things I noticed, like a lot of girls, I don't want to say a lot, a good portion of them, I noticed don't cook for real. You know, they're always eating out. You know, when I'm looking at random females' Instagram stories, it's always late night eating, a lot of drinking, and a lot of hookah smoking. You do that 3-4 times, 3-4 times a week for like 5 years.
Wheatgrass, no lemon juice,
right?
No ginger.
You know, that's a recipe for disaster.
They done already took Casamigos is 10% agave. They done already. You've been drinking that like it's water. You know, so
yeah, it's crazy, man. So you know, we got to do better, especially like with our health, because it's not about body shaming, it's about being healthy.
Yeah, but so like what you were saying with the human mudslide is that a lot of them people was like, look, severely overweight.